In the small town of Circleville, Ohio, anonymous letters started arriving in 1976. They revealed secrets, made threats, and someone seemed to know everything about everyone. One man died, another went to prison, and the letters kept coming. To this day, no one knows who wrote them. This story begins in Circleville, a quiet town in Ohio located about 25 miles south of Columbus. In 1976, life here was normal, until the letters began. They were handwritten with no return address and postmarked from nearby Columbus. They accused residents of infidelity, corruption, and even murder, and they had a clear message. Someone was watching. The earliest known letters targeted Mary Gillespie, a school bus driver. The letters accused her of having an affair with the superintendent, Gordon Massey. They warned her to end the affair, or else her secret would be exposed. Her husband, Ron Gillespie, received a letter too. At first, the couple kept it quiet. Then the threats became more aggressive and more public. On August 19, 1977, Ron received a phone call at home. He left in a hurry, taking his handgun. Shortly after he was found dead, his pickup truck had crashed into a tree. The gun had been fired once, but no bullet was ever recovered. Ron was found with a blood alcohol content of 0.16%, but his family swore he wasn't drinking. Authorities ruled it an accident, but not everyone agreed. Later, the letter writer would claim that Ron's death was no accident, it was murder. After Ron's death, new threats appeared. Handmade signs accusing Mary of sleeping with the superintendent were posted along her school bus route. In February 1983, Mary stopped to remove one. Behind it, she found a box tied to a string. Inside was a small .25 caliber pistol, rigged to fire when the sign was pulled. It had been modified, tampered with. The weapon was traced back to Paul Freshour, Mary's former brother-in-law. He had recently separated from Ron's sister, Mary Gillespie. Paul denied any involvement, but police searched his garage and found handwriting samples and materials similar to those used in the letters. He failed a polygraph test, though many dispute the results. Despite lacking fingerprints or direct evidence, he was arrested and convicted of attempted murder. In October 1983, Paul Freshour was sentenced to 7 to 25 years in prison. He began serving time at Marion Correctional Institution in Ohio. While Paul was behind bars in solitary confinement, more letters continued to arrive. These were postmarked from Cleveland, Columbus, and other Ohio cities. Some were sent to investigators. Others went to local officials, journalists, even the producers of Unsolved Mysteries. One letter, received by the show after they aired the story in 1993, read, "Forget Circleville, Ohio. If you come to Ohio, UL sickos will pay." At the time that letter was sent, Paul had no access to pen or paper. Paul Freshour was released on parole in 1994 after serving 10 years. He never confessed. In fact, he maintained his innocence until his death in 2012. To this day, no one has been proven to be the Circleville letter writer. The FBI was briefly involved, but no charges beyond Freshour's were ever filed. No fingerprints, no witnesses, no definitive confession. Just hundreds of letters and a trail of fear. Some believe Paul was guilty, that he was angry, manipulative, and obsessed. Others are convinced he was framed, possibly by someone close to the Gillespie family. There's even a theory that multiple people wrote the letters over the years. The Circleville letters remain one of the most bizarre and unsolved cases in American criminal history. A real-life mystery with all the pieces, except the ending. Who had that kind of knowledge about an entire town? Who had the motivation to threaten, accuse, and harm from the shadows? And if it wasn't Paul Freshour, then who was it? The truth may still be out there, somewhere in Circleville. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story interesting, a like really helps more people discover it. And if you'd like to see more mysteries like this, feel free to subscribe. I truly appreciate your time.